Hello, friends, welcome back. I'm here with a new series on the current scenario where most of us are facing some challenges. That is, work from home. How to balance work life and home life, and what are the challenges, and how you can try to manage them. Let's start understanding some of the facts of work from home, what people have to say. 37% of the job can be performed through work from home. This was the scenario before the pandemic started or during the initial stages of the pandemic. What the experts are predicting now is by 2028, 75% of functions or departments will have remote workers. That means 75% of functions in an organization can be done remotely, that is, working from home. What they also foresee is that employees spend 10 to 15% more time and are better in productivity under work from home scenario. So that's an advantage to the organization as well. But when you really look at this, the real challenge is for us who's actually doing the work from home, how to manage the entire scenario. Let us understand the current scenario. The pandemic situation is not disappearing soon, and nor will the time of mask and social distancing. We are in a time machine which is actually moving forward with respect to time, but also is thrusting us back, that is socially and economically. Situations like organizations cutting down on people, reduction in the payouts, companies shutting down, these are real challenges, but the time is moving forward. So what's there for us now? The only thing that we can do is to manage the current situation with the right balance of acceptance, alignment, and advancement. That is, accepting that this is the reality, this is the new normal, and aligning ourselves, our skills to match current environment and current scenario, and move forward by skilling ourselves, looking at the things more positively, and taking things in the right perspective. Now, when we are working from home, there are certain pros definitely, and there are certain cons or challenges as well. So let us understand this few points. Are we going to this scenario? The pros seems to be there's no commute, so it saves on a lot of time, saves money, flexible working hours, except for some of us who have time schedules and have to meet the client time requirements, more time with the family, own working environment, that is, we create our own environment, less stressed, working autonomy, I can work independently, better food quality because we are not depending on the junk foods outside, neither we are carrying our lunch boxes which becomes cold and stale, so that gives us healthier food to have, time for workouts and other things that which we would have been missing out during the normal working time, work life balance. Now let us look at the challenges or the cons. The first thing is no human interaction. There is hardly any interaction between team members. What we are doing is electronic connectivity or through remote connectivity. Collaboration definitely suffers. Many distractions. Not unlike in office where you have your dedicated space, workspace, and people are not really coming to bother you. Working from home, yes, people around you, the family members, the children, the parents, the neighbors, everybody is a distraction. The television news going on, the activities of other people are distractions. That may have impact on productivity. The other important thing is unhealthy lifestyle. What this unhealthy lifestyle means? When you're working in office, the office furnitures and equipments are designed to sit and work for long hours. When we're working from home, the furnitures and the environment is not designed to really do work for a long period of time. So this definitely puts a challenge. The sitting posture, the height of the table, the sitting comfort of the chair which you're using. The other important point is very hard to switch off. We are really finding it difficult to switch off from work to personal life, and switch off from personal life and come back to work. This is the biggest challenge, which also impacts the work-life balance. So now that we have understood the pros and cons, pros are absolutely good. Let it be there, let it continue. What we have to manage is the cons, the challenges. So let us understand some steps that we can really take to improve upon the cons and make our work life and the home life balanced when we are really working from home. So what are the basic requirements? These are some of the requirements that I thought everybody should really focus on. The first thing, you need to have a lot of self-discipline. You can't just work from home like you are at home. You need to have a lot of discipline related to your work, related to activity, related to your time to work and time to family and time to people around. You need to be able to stay focused and not get distracted easily, because there are a lot of disturbances. The environment is not what we have been experiencing from so many years. It's not a silent and peaceful environment. There are noise, there are disturbance, there are distractions, absolutely sometimes chaotic. We need to stay focused, and you need to be great with time management. How well am I managing the time? How well am I organizing myself in a way that I can be productive at work, I can be good with the social environment at home? If you really want to know how you can do that, please go and watch my time management series. You'll get a lot of valuable tips specifically designed and customized for the pandemic environment. And finally, you need to be okay with working alone and spending most of your time alone. You don't have peers, colleagues, seniors to immediately approach if there is a challenge, to discuss something, to get some ideas. It's not so fluid. So this is what you need to get used to and to be okay with that environment and situation. Having said this, let us understand few criticalities of working from home. The first and the foremost thing is, it is a blurred line between personal and professional life when you're working from home. The ideal situation is to set aside a physical space for working, separate from the rest of your home. If you don't have a separate room, at least designated space for working. That helps the other people around you to know that when you're sitting at that place, you are at work and should not be disturbed. It helps your kids and family members associate that if you're in your workspace or if the door is closed, you are working and should not be disturbed. As simple as that. You need to draw that line. You need to make that line mentally, physically, and also the other people have to accept the line that is drawn. To add to this, I would definitely suggest you that avoid changing workplace constantly and frequently. Don't jump from one place to the other for working. You may feel it convenient, but that is disturbing the environment. That is disturbing your focus. It is also making the other people unaware of whether you're doing a serious work or you're just available for them to talk. So designating a specific workspace at your home is very, very important, which not only you, all people around recognizes, identifies and accepts that this is a workspace. Next, very important thing is to create your schedule for the day. Since you're at home, there'll be multiple activities which may require attention, or rather people would expect you to attend to. Have a daily timesheet made. Modify it if and only if needed. But once you make it, follow it diligently. Be very clear on your work time, your family time, me time, that is, I need to give some time for myself. Social time, and also do nothing time. That's the time when you really need to get entertainment, the televisions, the social media. It's perfectly fine. But you need to divide those times. So how to use a timesheet and how to effectively create a timesheet and how to really benefit from that, please again asking you to watch my time management video. It really help you to prepare a good timesheet and to be very highly effective in managing your time and organizing yourself. And specifically for the ladies, a small input: reserve your complex tasks for the time when your little cuties finally go to sleep, so you can focus and concentrate. These are some of the immediate action that you can take, which will enhance your productivity, which will improve your concentration, which will really give a separation between your work and your personal life at home. More inputs I will cover up in the part 2, which will be released the very next week. Please subscribe, and I'll cover drawing the barrier, how to create that barrier between work and home without disturbing the other side, and how to really switch off when you're from work back to your personal life, how to really switch off from work, and when you're coming from your personal life and then coming back to work, how to really switch off that part of the activity. So this will really help you to be more productive, more focused, and be peaceful at the end of the day. Don't forget to subscribe so that you get the alerts of the next part release. Thank you very much. Best wishes. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay organized.